Hi folks, we've got about 30 seconds I believe until we have straight up on the hour, so we're just gonna sit tight here for a minute while I get things ready. Okay, we're going to go ahead and begin. For those of you that will be joining us or will be viewing this video, this is one of 3 month-end video calls that we will be doing over the next 3 days. I'll handle today, you'll have another one tomorrow, another one Friday, as we wrap up month-end business for the month of March. And so, you can utilize this video ongoing for the rest of the month, but a lot going on, a lot of activity taking place, a lot of things happening that quite honestly has been monumental. Just by way of introduction, for those of you that don't know me, because I know we've got various people that will be joining this call, those that are long-term distributors, those that are investigating this. Maybe some of you have come to the business because you've tried our whitening toothpaste. You're finding out some details. My job here today is to kind of give you a bigger picture, to give you an understanding of really what's possible, why Nu Skin has a reputation of creating millionaires. Because you might look at that and say, well, hey, this $20 whitening toothpaste, how does that translate into money? And we're going to talk about why that is. But this business presentation today, I want to direct towards you right after I introduce myself. But my name is Jeff Mack. I've been involved now in this business for over 28 years. I got introduced to the business from a friend. I was at a point in my life where, I wanted something different. I was making a living like most people out there, working hard, and it seemed like I had a decent life, nice car, a nice house, but it just seemed like there was never any money. It seemed like the money came in and went out, and many of you can probably relate to that. And I just kind of felt like, I'm not finding my mark on what it is I'm doing. When I came across this business and I understood what it was all about, and I could see where the company was going and what they had in mind for their future, I realized that this was going to happen whether I got involved or not. And so I decided to jump in. That was 1987, and here we are almost 29 years later, closing in on $20 million in commissions. Now, the reason I tell you that is just simply, many of you are on this call today to get another viewpoint. Okay, you've probably heard from other people. You've probably heard from your friend who maybe got you started with using this toothpaste, or they've talked to you a little bit about what's happening with the AgeLOC Me or whatever. And you're saying, give me another viewpoint. Well, let me give you the $20 million viewpoint. This is big business, okay? And my job here today is to talk business to you guys so you can comprehend the bigger picture and what that might mean. That's probably why you're here on this call. You may be looking to make a decision to decide if you want to get involved and really how much energy you want to put into it. And, how does, a $20 toothpaste turn into $20 million in commissions? Because that's a good question. When I got involved in this business years ago, I thought, this concept of selling this product and that product didn't make sense to me. What made sense to me was the fact that if I could orchestrate a large organization and that organization serviced the marketplace and I derived income or overrides off of the production of that organization, then, that was exciting. That's a business. That's something that, other people had that I wanted. Now, the problem with traditional business, I didn't have any money to start it. It's a long time coming, okay, for you to make an income in a traditional business. And so to me, it was like, I don't have the business acumen for that. I have the energy, I have the drive. I saw this opportunity, I decided to kick in and just follow the leader, just follow what my upline or the people that brought me into the business had taught me to do. And that's what I did. And sure enough, here we sit, coming up on 29 years, and it has literally changed our life. Now, let me just describe to you for a second here what it is we're talking about. You're probably new today. You're trying to figure this out and what it means for you. And sorry, I got some sun in my face as I'm looking out through my backyard. But I want to think, when I talk about your business, let's talk about a business footprint for a minute. Okay, and that business footprint is comprised of you, your distributors, people that you've gotten enrolled in the business, okay, to help sell product and to expand the business, okay? And then customers. These would be guys, when we talk about a customer, yes, the distributor base is probably your most loyal customer, but you have customers that aren't emotionally involved as distributors. These guys we'll call end users, and they consume products too. So the culmination of all of that represents your business footprint. The bigger you can build that footprint and the more serious your distribution base can become, where they understand the big picture, so they're doing the things that'll create that'll create a duplicatable process, then you've really got something. And I've seen that happen time and time again in our business as people have come into this business over the course of years. And some of you on this call might think, oh, this is all about jumping in, at the beginning or all that kind of stuff. What it's about is coming in during a growth window and taking advantage of that growth window and exposing that opportunity for your benefit to grow that footprint. And I've seen it happen time and time again as we open new markets, as we bring on new technologies or new products or a new product concept that penetrates a whole nother part of the market, gives us another talking point. And the thing that Nu Skin does great about it is they get things or create things no one else has. I'm going to cover a few areas here. We're going to talk about some trends. I'm going to talk about technologies, okay, and products, unique things. A company that you want to partner with, a little bit about compensation, and why now is a good time to get involved. Let's talk about trends for a minute. We're in the health and wellness business, and this is the next trillion-dollar industry, and the aging demographic is really pushing the envelope on this. It's driving that demand. And the point I want to make with this is just simply this: you don't have to be a great salesman to do our business. People are looking for what we have. Okay, all they need to do is find out that we have it. So we're just disseminating information. We're out there, giving people information. We're giving people an experience on a product that hooks them and brings them into the business, and they see the big picture and they realize that this company wants to be the largest direct sales company in the world. And when you understand that concept and you realize that that's the case, then you realize that these trends are much larger than us. They're out there working on people nonstop, and all we need to do is direct traffic. Now, we've got technology tools to help us do that. Along the way, just a quick history lesson here. The facial spa is a device that's about the size of a cell phone. That thing irons wrinkles off your face in a matter of minutes, and the demonstrable effect has been tremendous. And that has created traction for people to where they can go out there and demonstrate something. They see an effect, people buy it, they come on board, they want to get involved. Okay, and things like the biophotonic scanner, the only non-invasive way out there to measure in living tissue whether the vitamins or the food you're eating has actually got nutritional content that's getting to your cell. Okay, so we scan them, we get them on our supplements, we scan them again in 90 days. If their number has not gone up, which means they've got higher protection in their cells, we give them their money back. Okay, so the proof is in the pudding. And so what I'm saying is, all along the way, these patented technology tools have created, a track or a talking point where our business can expand. Okay, so when you talk about technology and products, many of you have come to the realization that AP24 whitening paste has got an angle. I'm trying to dodge my son here, not my kid, the son in my backyard. The whitening toothpaste has grabbed hold with social media and the ability to send a $20 product out through 23 with shipping. All of a sudden, it's a no-brainer. People see this. The other effects that will whiten your teeth out there are more expensive. Okay, they're irritating to the gums and to the teeth. I mean, I could never use whitening stuff before because my my teeth would ache. My gums would be sensitive. I mean, it was ridiculous for days, right? Well, this doesn't have any bleaches. It doesn't have any peroxide in it, and so it's a gentle way that has a great effect. And with the AP24 concept, this is patented. Some of you already know this. It reduces surface tension on the teeth so the plaque doesn't stick. And so you're going to have a brighter smile. You're going to have stronger looking teeth. You're going to have something that everyone wants. Nobody wants a crappy looking mouth. Nobody wants yellow teeth or brown teeth. I've seen those. All right. They want a white, bright smile, and this is what this does, and it does it in quick fashion. Okay, patented. And so what happens is people see this, and on social media, the effect has just been blistering. True story. Yesterday, my niece, this younger generation, they're really dialed into their cell phones, into social media. We talked about it with her. She'd seen a few things online. She's lit up. In a matter of just a few hours, she already had people that wanted the product. And she had to show up here because she lives not far from here and grab 5 tubes of toothpaste to take out and give to customers that were pounding her door already because she hadn't even placed an order. She hadn't even signed up yet. That's why she was coming over here. And so the point I'm making is the buzz is out there. People are making Jeff, I'm on a live call. Sorry, it's my son. Can you shut the door? And so it was insane what was taking place. And in a matter of just a few hours, Liz, my wife, has enrolled 7 people into the business yesterday. And so there's buzz on the street. People are starting to, gravitate to what it is that we're doing. And so we find ourselves in a position, again, with a patented product that's just taking social media by storm. So those of you that have social media contacts, those of you that are keen to that, have the ability to start moving quickly. Those that aren't, we can show you how. We can show you how to move forward. And of course, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat. The social media is one way. I've built my business over the last 29 years without social media, so I can tell you the business works. It's just a tool that has now come of age, and here we go, we're off to the races, and we're growing like crazy, like we've never seen before. So technology, products that make a difference. Okay, now along those lines, let me just kind of describe how we shift here, because I think the key with what it is we're doing here, those of you that are coming on board or looking at this as a business, the great thing I've noticed with social media and with our whitening paste, it's like throwing a huge net out there into the public awareness. And it's like fishing. Okay, you catch a bunch of fish in that net. And I hate to minimize and call people fish, but this is an analogy I think we all relate to. I throw that out there, it wrangles a bunch of people because of the simplicity of this and because everyone wants the result of this paste, right? Pulls them into scope. And in that scope, all of a sudden we find out what kind of fish we have, what kind of motivations people have, what it is they're looking for. And there's a lot of people in there that are looking for something. Okay, there's a lot of disgruntled employees out there in the workplace. There's a lot of business people that have struggled with the economy and various things. And they're looking for a big picture where they can involve themselves, where they can have success, kind of like I did back, 29 years ago. And so they're looking for, why are we significant? Why are we going to become one of the largest, if not the largest direct sales company in the world? And so here's where I think the shift takes place. And this is the conversation I have nonstop with people. In fact, my niece, as she came over yesterday, she says, I get the toothpaste. She says, this thing moves like crazy. But how do I get the big picture, Jeff? Tell me about that. And now she's seen a $20 million lifestyle with us. She knows what the big picture can be because she's seen us. She comes to family events. We interact. She knows what it's all about. So the connection between this and what it's about is really the magic, okay? And so here's what I talk to people about, and it's really simple because everyone can relate to telephone service. Do you guys remember the day that, and I promise this has bearing, right? We're not selling telephones here, but grab this concept. You remember the day that we had the hardwired landline, okay? And that landline, that was a mechanism to communicate with people. Okay, as we communicated with people, I just took it for granted. That was it. AT&T owned it. I didn't think about making money with it. I just knew I could call people and talk to them without going and visiting them. And so this was the way we communicated. And most people would think, okay, that's dialed in. That's what it's about. Except for visionaries. Okay, and visionaries see things before they occur. And so the transition from the hardwired landline to the smartphone has transformed this world. It's changed the whole paradigm. I think you all realize that. Yeah, you can still make a call on a hardwired landline, but who wants to? Nobody does. It's become archaic. It's been displaced because the gap between this And the smartphones has changed everything. It's created the largest companies in the world. It's created some of the richest people in the world. And it's changed the way that people operate their lives in the process. Okay, so this changes the whole dynamic. Now, I call this business in the gap. Once you understand business in the gap, then you understand the transition from what this does is it goes out there and throws a net into the market. And as we upgrade people to a higher level of thinking where they can understand, now I see where you're going to be a $10 billion company. Currently, Nu Skin's a $2.5 billion company. I've seen the company really grow from around 40 million in sales to 500 million. It changed lives. From 500 million to $1 billion, changed massive amounts of lives. From $1 billion to $2.5 billion, it's changed the whole scope of things for so many people, it's ridiculous. We're going to 10 billion. And here's what I want you guys to understand as we go to 10 billion, okay, we're basically a partner with Nu Skin, okay, and this is where the company side comes in. These guys are one of the best run, well-managed companies in the entire world, not just in network marketing, but in anything. Okay, they're your capital partner. They do everything that you don't want to do with business. Okay, from product development to, handling, your distribution base as far as, paying them and accounts receivable. All those things that you would normally have in a traditional business you don't have, they do all those things. We just share information like we are right here. Okay, and we start the ball rolling and we bring people into the system and they help administer to the system. So it's a great partnership and we're basically splitting the money with them. 43% of every dollar that comes into the company comes to us. So when I say we're going to 10 billion, what you need to realize is just under, half of that is coming back to the field. So about $5 billion a year in commissions. Now, why will that occur? Well, you see the difference, the gap between the hardwired landline and the smartphone. Well, it's the very same thing when you talk about skincare, which is our foundational product concept with this company. Okay, years ago, and you look how the skincare industry operates, okay, by and large, it's controlled by large companies, just like AT&T is, right, with telephone service, and they pretty much dominate a $400 billion market. Okay, now in that $400 billion market, it's archaic. They haven't changed their method of operation for 100 years. Everybody has products that are in jars. Okay, everybody has, these expensive, pretty models and promotion. They have nice packaging. All the money goes into the packaging and the promotion, and they put a few good ingredients in the product, okay, to talk loudly about, but it's mostly filled with fillers like mineral oil, beeswax, isopropyl alcohols. These are things that aren't good for the skin. Okay, but they're filler, it feels good on the skin, people buy it. Okay, so they're buying a concept. Well, Nu Skin wriggled their way in there 30 years ago. They said, you know what? We're not going to pay expensive models. We're not going to have expensive packaging. It'll be attractive, but we're going to put all our money inside the jar in ingredients. And we're going to take that budget that would normally go out to be spent on promotion and the models and all that and give it to the consumer, which is the distributor. And so they split it with us. We go out there, use it, talk about it. We split the profits. $2.5 billion later, we sit in this $400 billion market. Now, that's just a spit in the ocean compared to what we can do. Well, why are we going to shift from where the skincare industry is today, where we're going to become the smartphone of the skincare industry? Here's why. Bottles and jars, they're archaic. Everyone competes on the same basis, okay? And the truth of the matter is one size fits all. You buy one product for yourself, okay? And I got a thing on my screen, there we go. You buy one product for yourself and it's supposed to be good for everybody else, okay? Now there might be some variations, but at best you're gonna get one or two different choices if you have dry skin, oily, or whatever. What if I told you that Nu Skin has spent $40 million and they've created a device that gives you personalized skincare in the palm of your hand on demand, not one bottle or jar like the rest of these guys do. Okay, and this thing is called AgeLOC Me. And this thing has the ability, it's like having your own skincare lab right here. Put your hand in there, it disseminates it into your hand, you rub it on your skin. Now, here's the thing, we're talking business right now, right? You guys are here trying to find out how to make money. I'm here to tell you how this works. Okay, I look at things very simply. I look at this device and I say, first of all, it doesn't exist in the market. We're the only guys that have it. Gives us a talking point no one else has. This right here can take us to 10 billion because right now we have a way to disseminate personalized skincare. Okay, on the low end, hundreds of different options can happen for your skin, up to thousands. Okay, so thousands of different options depending on where you live and your skin type and all those things. Okay, it's real simple. You just fill out a little app. Okay, you should click on an app and fill out some information, and it's going to give you the company information to know your whole personal situation so they can ship you products that are personalized for you. And they fit right inside here. Okay, now here's the cool thing about this. This looks just like an inkjet printer, doesn't it? Looks like the cartridge is in there. If I was to come to you 20 years ago and say, help us disseminate a device that doesn't exist yet, it's going to change the productivity of the world, not even in any houses right now, but it'll be everywhere. And you look back now on that and you realize inkjet printers are everywhere in everyone's home. And Hewlett-Packard, 40% of all the revenue is ink. Oh my gosh, it's about the ink. And that's the thing with the device here. The device, we put it in there in the home on the counter in the bathroom. And it sits in there as a little solicitor because what happens is every morning this thing lights up and it says, Jeff, use me. Your morning application's ready. I stick my hand in it. It's just for me. Okay, I put it on and I'm ready to go for the day. At night, as I get ready for bed, it illuminates again. And it says, Jeff, your nighttime application is ready. And I use it again. So it's selling when you and I aren't there. We place this in there. It's selling when we're not there. It's like hiring a little salesman to sit in there and solicit. It's like putting a vending machine in the bathroom. And it's a 24-hour-a-day money-making transaction machine that generates whether you're there or not, whether you've got your nose to the grindstone or not. And if you can imagine, as we get this net of people, as we go out through with social media and regular prospecting, we get people to come to hear what we've got, and they understand the power of this. And let's say that you were able to get thousands of these out into the marketplace. That's thousands of solicitors and bathrooms going nonstop where you're not there. And the leverage is unbelievable. Now, the next generation will be smart, which simply means it can go online. And so think about this for a minute, guys. We have the ability to place a device that'll sit in the home that can order itself when these cartridges run out. And so the consumer is never without. And so as it continues to ship and continues to consume, you've got this money-making machine that you've placed. And maybe you started by hooking someone with some toothpaste that made their smile brighter and turned them on to other products we have. But when people get this and they understand the shift between where skincare is today and where it's headed, if we just go into that market and we just get 5%, we're a $20 billion company. We get 10%. And we're a $40 billion company. Are you kidding me? With the smartphone of the skincare industry, if that's all we do, I'd be shocked. You can't buy this product anyplace else. And so when people say to me, why are we going to 10 billion? We'll go to 10 billion just on this. As people understand that concept, they realize the benefit. And as I place one of these, the sales go on and on and on. And so the leverage effect for my effort is a huge return. Now, bear in mind, I've built a multi-million-dollar business without this necessarily, and without this. We've had this for a while, but it's just kind of been an add-on. As social media came on, this thing just became a craze because there's no training involved. Everyone wants white teeth. It's simple. It's unisex, right? It brings people to the table. This is the knockout punch. This is the setup. This knocks them out. Okay, this is the big ticket. That's going to take us to 10 billion, as will multiple sales in this. Guys, I don't know what you do for a living. I don't know your striking power financially. If you're an entrepreneur like me, you spend your time where you're going to get the best return. Okay, now outside of Nu Skin, I've got real estate and other things I make money on. Okay, so there's other business opportunities, once you have the cash where you can do some things. But I'm here to tell you something. There's nothing like this. I stay involved, number one, because it's fun. Number two, because I can help take people to where I am. I can honestly look you in the eye and tell you, you can replicate what I've done if you want to pay the price I've paid and you want to take advantage of it. In fact, I believe you can do it quicker. And the reason I say that is I built my business when it, basically was nothing, when the company was just a $40 million company. and I had to grind it out and convince people that it is what it is. Nobody questions Nu Skin today. Everyone understands that it's a legitimate company. Everyone knows that it's done and Bradstreet rated 5A1. Everyone knows that it's the Apple of the industry. Everybody knows that it is all those things. And so once they understand that and they realize that we're in a growth window, we're going to 10 billion. We're talking about multiples that'll blow your mind. Okay? I can only relate to growing by, like millions of dollars. We're growing by billions. We're going to grow by billions. And that simply means when you're growing with the B number there, or the B letter, it's going to change lives like never before. And that energy invested that I put into the business, back 29 years ago, when we were just growing slower, okay, and the numbers were smaller, that same effort invested now is going to yield a much larger return. I'm here to tell you really simply, as you're investigating this opportunity, this thing is an equation. It's really simple. We've got the mechanism to go out there and troll in the public awareness and pull people in with a product that actually works, and it works really quick, okay? And as people come in, they start to find out more about other products we have, and then they understand the gap as to why we're going to 10 billion and beyond, and they realize as they start to kind of kick the bricks with Nu Skin. I mean, if you ever see our infrastructure, gosh, the infrastructure of this company in Provo, Utah, and we have a similar campus in China, it's the infrastructure of a 10 to $20 billion operation. Okay, it's already in place, and we're $2.5 billion annually. You think the company is bullish about their position? You better believe it. You think the company sees a vision? Awesome, they do. I know these guys, and I know how they think, and I'm here to tell you, you want to partner with them. You want to hang your hat here, and you want to do it now. Again, I don't know what your life is like. I don't know what you do for a living, but I am here to tell you, I don't think you can one-up this. Not now. We're exploding. People are coming in droves, okay, and they're now seeing the big picture. As they see that big picture, we're becoming the smartphone of the skincare industry. We're not only going to do that, but we'll become the largest direct sales company in the world. Guys, and I'm here to tell you, the day that happens, and I know I'll live to see it, it's going to be a crazy experience to look around and see the landscape of lives that are changed. So if you want to change your life and the lives of others, yeah, it's more than just whitening toothpaste. And really, this is just a mechanism to get us to where we need to go. It's more about you. It's more about that business footprint. It's more about what you're willing to do, okay, to make that happen. I'm here to tell you, in the real world, working a job, I was like anybody else, hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck. But you go out there and put someone like me or you in a business model that there's no lid, where the timing is perfect, where we're going from big to giant with a company that's already well respected in all walks of business. Guys, I tell you what, this is a license to print money. And I know I'm probably not supposed to say that, but I'm here to tell you, you can connect the dots on that. This is bigger than big. Get back with whoever showed you this. Get started today if you haven't already. If you are already started, amp it up. Okay, there's going to be you can use this video all day long if you want. There's going to be another one recorded, I think Casey Council tomorrow, and then Nathan Ricks on Friday. I believe that's the rotation. But I'm here to tell you guys, nothing like it. It's changed my life, and it's changed tons of other lives of people I know. I live vicariously through other people now. Seriously, I love seeing my people just crush it, because to me it's like watching your children do something well. You watch them do it and you're like, holy smokes, maybe I opened the door for them some way. Maybe I helped in some way. And you want to feel like you've had an impact. This is your home. That's pretty much it for right now. We hope you join us. I'm here to tell you, we're on fire. We are growing. We're the rage of social media. We're the rage of the network marketing industry right now. Everyone's just going, holy crap, are you kidding me? What is going on over there? And I tell you what, right now it's like a freeway that has a few cars on it. It's going to be slammed. It's going to be rush hour. Rush hour's coming, okay? Get yourself positioned now. We'll see you guys later. Bye.